AskReddit. Women of Reddit, what's a common hint that men don't pick up on? This thread just makes me aware that I'm not missing any subtle hints. The ladies around me just aren't interested. Feels bad, man. .jpg. If I ask you a personal question, I probably want you to ask me the same thing. This is at least in part how I have concluded that a guy isn't actually interested in me. We hit it off on Tinder, had a great chat, he was flirty, but really, I was the one asking the questions 90% of the time, and once I stopped, the conversation died down. Maybe I just sabotaged it too early by stopping to speak to him, but I felt like besides telling me I was cute, he didn't have much else to say, and he wasn't interested enough to ask questions. My current boyfriend is like that at times. Our first few dates were a lot of me asking questions. He didn't really even flirt much. Left me feeling like, is he even into me? Turns out, he's just quiet and a bit socially awkward at times. Over time he got into the groove of learning how to flirt with me and ask questions. Some guys just don't know how to get that flow going right away. There was a guy in college that I liked for a good year. We had dinner together after class 2 or 3 times a week, just the two of us. I tried to drop hints all the time, complimenting him and such. Then Valentine's Day comes around, and I ask in advance if he wants to get dinner that day. He immediately says yes, and suggests we go somewhere different, since we usually ate at the same place all the time. I eagerly agreed. We meet there, and it's all decorated for Valentine's, and he apparently had no idea it was Valentine's Day. I said, I guess you're my Valentine's this year then. Lucky me. And he turned bright red. It never worked out, and I got over him a bit after Valentine's. Then about a year later we are talking, and I bring up how I had the hugest crush on him, like a fun memory, and he goes absolutely bug-eyed. Surprised, he is rapid firing questions to dissect how he could have known. After about 50 questions, look on his face made it clear it had finally dawned on him. After that, I'll learn just say it. I like you. Can I buy you dinner sometime? Is the tried and true way. For me, at least. Edit. Sorry I got lost reading the comments and how so many were hints that a woman was not interested that I started writing my post. Then I saw the original question and realized it said common. My bad. Do you want to go on a date? Her. Turns around to check if they were talking to someone else. Him. Want to have something to drink inside after a date? Guy. No, I'm good. Girl. Are you sure? Guy. Yeah. A coffee at this hour? Oh good heavens no, I'd never be able to get to sleep. Dating in your 30s. Was playing video games. Husband watching. I quit, saying I'm going upstairs to play with myself. Cue me coming downstairs a couple hours later and asked him why he didn't join. He said he thought I was going to take a nap. I asked him what part of I'm going to play with myself sounds like nap time. For frick's sake. I straight up told a man that I wanted his dick, and he still wasn't sure I really wanted sex. On the other side, I've told a man I'd call the cops if he didn't leave me be, and ended having to call the yucking cops. Edit. For all those curious, these were 2 separate men. The first guy was into me since he was my boyfriend at the time. He didn't think I was serious, even though I was literally on top of him in my undies. Second edit. Haha yeah, men have to wait for notarized consent, otherwise us crazy women will charge them with rape afterwards. It wasn't funny the first time, let alone the 12th time. Ah, really? I mean, like, I'd kinda rather keep it myself. Well, I guess you can borrow it, but I'm really gonna need that back when you're done. Guy here, but my experience went like this once. Huh, what are your plans after work Friday? Me, probably watch Terminator 2 and microwave a hot pocket. Huh, that sounds awesome. Mind if I join? Me, sure, but I only have one hot pocket. Huh, that's okay. Me in my mind, wow, she really likes Terminator 2 and half a hot pocket. That's cool. I hope she's okay with the ham hot pockets. Got Terminator 2 is like the perfect movie. Always takes it up a notch every scene. Continue to play the entire Terminator 2 movie in my head. Putting on headphones equals I don't wanna talk to anyone. Not have you pull them off so you can talk to me. If you say something suggestive that a woman doesn't acknowledge or pretends not to hear or causes her to subtly change the subject, don't then say it again. What do they think? That we just went temporarily deaf? You were being given an out. Touching you. Like your hair or your arm. We don't touch guys we aren't at least attracted to or comfortable with. Edit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like half of you totally ignored the or comfortable with part. Read the situation. If it's a date and she touches you, that is a good sign. If you guys are friends, it probably just means she feels safe with you. Once I told a guy he could share my sleeping bag while we were watching a meteor shower. Literally said you should zip in with me. It'd be much warmer if we could cuddle together. He said he didn't think there was room and he'd just zip up his jacket. 2 years later he asked me why we never hooked up cause he liked me so much, and I point to this exact moment. He remembered it happening and completely missed the hint. Well, a girl once asked if she could kiss me, and I thought she meant a peck on the cheek. Doesn't help that I was a young 19-year-old and she 24, so naturally I went from attractive to bearded child in less than 3 seconds. Sometimes we laugh when we are uncomfortable or unsure how to safely navigate a situation. It doesn't always mean we actually think you're charming and funny. Pay attention to other aspects of our body language. Are we leaning toward you or away? Do we try and change the subject? Do we avoid eye contact? Summary. 1. Headphones mean no. Coincidentally, so does no. 2. Not all laughter is good laughter. 3. If you're not sure, ask. 4. Turns out movies aren't the most realistic representation of human interaction. 5. Just to be safe, ask. Remember to listen for the answer. 6. Nice doesn't equal into you. 7. If they are physically moving away from you and or keeping communication at a minimum, move on. 8. Moving on is an option. It's an option for a reason. 9. Yes usually means yes. If in doubt, refer to number 3. If you're not sure, ask.